am Souralaysak Lucia. I'm a 3D environment artist. I come from Belgium, the French part, and I have been living here for now 6 years. When I was a kid, I like to draw a lot. And when I get older, I start to play video games. And of course, like most of teenagers, we kind of get hooked on it. When I play games, I really enjoy looking at the environment, the biomes, all of those kind of things. And then I start to decide to work in the video game industry because I like art and also video games, like nice combination. And then then after that, when I go older, I went to a school to study video games. It's in Namur, like a small city in Belgium. I studied there for like 1 year and 2 years. Then I realized I didn't really like it. So then I decided to switch to illustration animation because I like art in general. And then after a few years, I ended up with this kind of diploma, which is more oriented to illustration animation. But after that, I still really want to go in the video game industry. So I started to learn by myself. So I decided to watch YouTube. YouTube was the best platform, I would say, to learn everything that you need, because first of all it's free and then you have a lot of content. And then later on I built my portfolio and there we are. I have a preferences for the stylized art style. When I started to draw, I was doing pure realistic because you are learning, so you try to copy as much as you can. Even in video games, I was like, I was super into realistic as well because it impresses you, like, it's kind of like the real world, so you are super impressed. But then one day I played one game, it kind of struck me, it was Odin Sphere. When I played this game, it changed my vision of art. The color, the shape, everything was so different from realistic. It's really impressive, at least to my eyes, much more like dynamic, and you can exaggerate the form, the shape, you can also compose a bit the way you want. To become a good 3D artist, or just artist in general, it's important to be honest with yourself. Because if you think you are the best, then you're not the best. It's super important to not also be too harsh to yourself, because you have to learn how to step forward. Also being super curious, because then it can open your views, your mindset. In every kind of field, there's something important to learn. I was looking for a traineeship and I applied everywhere in Europe. And the first country which accepted me was actually Finland. But when I arrived, I came first in Kotka. Before Kotka, I was in China for 6 months, and Beijing, it has like 23 million of people, I think. I was born in Belgium, so of course I lost a bit of my background. So that's why I decided to go to China to kind of reconnect. And then I jumped straight to Kotka, and Kotka has only like 40,000 of people. So for me, it was a huge shift. I was not used to it. It was so empty for me, Kotka. And then after that, I moved to Helsinki. And Helsinki is a really lovely city, I would say. It's really safe. This is what I like the most about Finland, is the safety. You can walk wherever you want. You can walk also really late, because in my case, I really enjoy walking the late evening. But beside the cities, I enjoy the nature. Recently I went to Joensuu. It's pretty cool. I went to Savonlinna. It's a really cool place as well, really pretty. I went to Rovaniemi, touristic trap, I would say. But it's still cool. I saw the Aurora Borealis. I cycle a lot. That's how I mostly explore Helsinki or Espoo, because here in Finland the cycling path is pretty well done, I would say. It's super convenient, extremely convenient. Walking, hiking, fishing. I was all the time curious about it. Then I met someone who's super into fishing. He's Finnish. I said, oh man, can you teach me how to fish? He was like, yeah, sure. Then the first time I fished, I caught actually a fish. So I said, okay, it's quite exciting actually. Last time when I went to Joensuu, I got a pike like big like this. And the good thing is that you can cook it and eat it, so it's free food. I like to sketch, drawing, depending the weather of course. Like if it's cold, then I go to a coffee bar and I just take my small sketchbook and I sketch something. I like to cook because actually my parents, they own like a Chinese restaurant, so I know a bit about it then. Otherwise, I also like to cook more Belgium/French kind of cuisine, which I enjoy a lot. The French fries come from Belgium, doesn't come from France. I met Safir. Now I'm interested more in the Indian cuisine, for example, so I want to explore this kind of area because the spice and the way I cook is really different from what I used to do. Redhill, it's a really cool place to work because you have multiple projects. I had a chance to work for Overwatch, for example, which is super great. It's a really great experience. The new office is super cool. It's big space. It's easy to communicate with your colleagues. It's really well located as well. What I like with Redhill is also the people. People are really nice, joyful, I would say in general. Being in a company, the people is the most important because you spend like 8 hours a day in the office and you do want to enjoy your time there. So that's why it's so important for me to enjoy my colleagues. That's why I like being here.